So Raya and the Last Dragon released on Disney Plus under Premier Access, as well as in theaters if you don't want to pay $30 on Premier Access. But is it worth it to pay that much, or to risk going to a theater right now? Well, it's the first original movie from Disney since Moana, that is from Walt Disney Animation Studios. So I was very excited to see this. And I did have my concerns about it, which I did a video on back in January when the second trailer dropped. Was I right to be concerned, or was I just worrying about nothing? Well, first of all, I will say, the movie is good. The movie follows the main character Raya and her world where everyone doesn't trust each other. It was already like that for 500 years, but then Raya accidentally did something 6 years ago, which they explain in a flashback, that she blames herself for creating. Basically, there's this thing called the Droon, I think it was called, and it's like this faceless entity that turns people into stone. The dragons of the world sacrificed themselves to get rid of the Droon, but Raya brought it back by breaking a gemstone that was keeping the Droon at bay. So throughout the past 6 years, Raya has been looking for the last dragon so she can save humanity. She meets Sisu the dragon, and then a bunch of other crew along her adventure. The Droon isn't only the only antagonist in it though, there's also the people from Fang, which is one of the nations in this world of Kumandra. They're chasing Raya because Raya is trying to get all of the pieces of the gemstone. This movie has a very Avatar-esque world, like I described when I saw the trailer. And it makes sense because Avatar is also very Asian-inspired. The outfits really remind me of it too, especially with young Raya. Her outfit and her haircut look exactly like Korra. And the whole thing where they have like 5 different divided nations is very Avatar-esque. Each of the kingdoms have a very distinct feel and look. There are some really beautiful shots of the different vistas that you visit throughout the movie, accompanied by a really good background score. There are no musical sequences like in other Disney movies. This one is more of an action-adventure, and we get a lot of action sequences and some pretty cool fight scenes too. So with that aspect of the world, the design, and just everything around that is really excellent. One of my main concerns about this movie is that if we would have enough time for each of the characters. And they seem to juggle it well enough, but I feel like there still could have been more. Part of the lesson of this movie is learning to trust others, and that everyone goes through their own losses and misfortune, and learning to be empathetic to that, which I think is a very good lesson, especially now. But part of the story does feel like it moves very fast. So with that concern, I was kinda right about. It's still good, it handles it a lot better than other movies. I just feel like it would have benefited with more time. My other concern was about Sisu, the dragon, because in that trailer she turns into a human, so I was thinking, oh, she's probably gonna be human for most of the movie. And while that's not quite the case, I feel like I didn't see enough of Sisu in the dragon form as I would have liked to. She's still in the dragon form and human form about the same amount of time. I even checked, it's about like 20 minutes each, which is 40 minutes and that's like less than half the movie. But Sisu isn't the main character, Raya is, so I guess that makes sense. Still, I would have liked to see more of that dragon. I love the way she looks, she's adorable. As I was watching it though, I was thinking, this movie would work really well as a game. Too bad game tie-ins aren't really a thing anymore. We're lucky if we get a mobile app. But I do think the movie would also work better as a series. With the world they created, it just makes sense, especially with the similarities it has to Avatar. I'm hoping that we do get some kind of series because they've been doing that with a lot of their properties that were announced back in December. So fingers crossed for that, and that means we get more of Sisu. I just really love that dragon, just look at her. But is the movie worth paying $30 for? Probably not, but it is still a good movie. And if you don't want to watch it right now, it's going to be available on Disney Plus for everyone in June. So if you can wait, just wait. But if you have seen Raya and the Last Dragon, tell me down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.